Hello. So, let me tell you something, right? So, whatever you focus on is the only thing that you see, okay? So, if you are only focused on negativity in your life, honey, that's all you're going to see. But if you are focused on the positive and the greatness in your life, you will see opportunities instead of just challenges, right? Okay, so today I braided hair and I was speaking with my client. She's a senior in high school, and she was just saying like how in life there's just so many challenges and like it's just crazy and it's just like and it sounded super blah, right? And so I was explaining to her that yeah, if that's all you're focused on, then that's all you're going to see, right? And she's like, well, I don't really know about that. And I was like, okay, let's use an example. So we were braiding her hair in her backyard, and I was like, okay, look around your backyard and I want you to find something that's yellow. Okay. She was like, okay, yeah, that's yellow right there. I said, okay, now I want you to find something that's purple. And she was like, well, you had to look a little harder to find the purple, but there was purple there, right? And she's like, okay. I said, yeah. So if you are only focused on the yellow, the purple is still there. But because you're focused on the yellow, that's all that you see. So what you tend to focus on is what makes a difference, right? So if you are focused on scarcity, if you are focused on lack, if you are focused on shame, guilt, devastation, frustration, depression, if that is what you are focused on, honey, that is all you're going to see. And when you're focused on these things, you don't feel your best self, okay? But if you can come from a place of love and understanding, and you can find the positive in any and every situation, honey, it gets better. Yeah. When you appreciate what you have, you get more to appreciate. It's really basic, simple math. It really is. And so, when or while I was doing her hair, I was sharing with her my frustrating situation that I personally dealt with when it came to yesterday, right? And so, I operate my life as a business, right? Assets, liabilities, and the name of the game, honey, is to make more money than what's going out. Okay, so literally redoing my budget and everything else. So I had a hair appointment yesterday, and while I was braiding hair, I knew I had another one scheduled for 1:30. Okay, while I'm braiding hair, my mom calls. Hey, mom calls, and she goes, "Oh, do you think you can give me a ride to the doctor's office?" And I was like, "Well, what time's your appointment?" 1:30. Your appointment's at 1:30, and my hair appointment's at 1:30. Okay, I can't commit to it, but let me see where I am when I'm done. Okay. Finish doing hair, call mom. Hey, did you find another ride? She's like, well, no. Mom is used to driving, and mom can't drive for the next month, okay? And so it's like, I'm trying to call a cab, but there's no cab companies. No, mom, because there's Uber and Lyft. Well, I don't know how to do that. Do you think you can come get me? Okay. So I go, I pick up mom, I bring her to her doctor's appointment, which she had to be there at 1:30, and I also had a hair appointment at 1:30. And my 1:30 hair appointment had to reschedule because they were texting me while I was driving to make sure that we were still on, and because I didn't respond in a timely fashion, they rescheduled the appointment, okay? And so I was sharing this with her, and she's like, wow, you missed out on your money to help with your mother. And I said, I did. And was I annoyed? Yes. Was I frustrated? Yes. However, there's multiple ways to get money. And at the end of the day, I have one mom. And if my mama needs me, I need to be there. She's like, yeah, but that's still annoying. And I was like, it is. If I were to look at it as just an annoying situation, how about I look at the fact that my mom finds me to be dependable. She knows I'm going to come through for her. Why? She's my mom. So even if we do not have the best relationship, she knows she can count on me. And even with our brief interaction of bringing her to the doctors and bringing her back home, that is time spent together that I can value and I can appreciate, even though it was annoying at the time. And she goes, I guess when you look at it like that, yeah, because things are going to happen, okay? Yeah, you have a plan and things don't go according to plan, but that doesn't mean that there's not a better plan. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be a better outcome. You can still have the same outcome. Everything is working for you and not against you. So, the moral of the story is this: whatever it is that you are focusing on, that is what expands, that is what multiplies. So when you choose to refocus, right, and take a shift into how you view things, right, change the way you view things, you will change the way you do things. But not only that, the things that you view will change. So instead of looking at it as an obstacle, you can see it as an opportunity. What can I learn from this? What can I do differently going forward? And when you look at things like that, you can grow from that instead of being stuck in that. You see what I mean? Honey, this message has been brought to you by me, Antoinette Williams, the founder of FAB, Personal Growth and Development. FAB can be found on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as YouTube. So please, please, please tell a friend to tell a friend about this Fab Life. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Fab family. Happy to have you. And I do hope you have an amazing day. I know I will.